What's going on, everybody? I'm going to get started in a second, but I'll just share this link out real quick. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. It's Thursday morning, October 10th, 2022. About to get started with the pre-London and New York session chart analysis. And basically going to look and see what setups we're going to be looking for the day. We had a pretty good day yesterday, but before we talk about that, there's some charts I want to look at because things are already starting to make a move. I want to look at GJ because I have some GJ setups I was looking at. And it looks like it's about to begin its move soon. So I'm looking at GJ buys. And is that a good position for an entry? But I just want to wait for London to start before I enter. You put it like right there. Should put it underneath this. How many pips? 163 to. Yeah, so about 100 pips right here. Yeah, but I'm looking at GJ buys. I like the setup I see. Then when we go on the daily time frame, you see it's been shooting up the past few days. Had a retracement down yesterday, back at the zone. Broke under yesterday, came back up. This is where we're at now. We can see it's pushing off the zone right here. If we zoom in, we can see how it's pushing off the zone right here. Nice little rejection wick. So I want to see it respect this level because as we can see, this is a very strong level of support and a very strong level of resistance. We can see all the rejection wicks here, huge rejection wick here. And so now we're on top, and I want to see it get respect that support level like it is here, like I was here. So we're just going to be waiting until closer until London session starts to see what it's going to try to do. Because we can see it rejecting off this level here as well, and that's a nice rejection wick right at this level of price. So that's a very good sign. So we're just going to wait till London session, wait for the next 15-minute candlestick to pop up to see what it's going to be looking like. But I'm definitely looking at GJ buys possibly. Because I think the uptrend for a lot of things are about to begin soon. That's including the indices as well, the futures and indices. So I'm looking for SPX buys as well because, again, we were in a downtrend for a while. And like I've been talking about for the past few streams, that very soon we'll be seeing if the trend is going to continue or the trend is going to be changing. Okay, and then we can see that we're about to break past this level here, and this is a very strong support resistance level here. We broke above it yesterday, came back down, huge rejection wick pushing it up because we had those sells. That's why we call sells for NAS, because we saw the pressure pushing down. But then it came right back up after it filled up this imbalance, and now we're at the top of this level. So I want to see if we'll continue to respect this level, and if it does, we could possibly be looking for buys for futures and indices. But I'm looking at SPX because I want to trade SPX today if possible. So I could put a stop loss here or here, but I like to give it a little bit more wiggle room. So this is the first checkpoint here, but I want to see it go all the way here by the end of the day. Or, we're going to see what happens. But I'm definitely looking for buy setups for futures and indices as well. And y'all jumping into this live, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, okay? Because we're about to be talking about a lot of stuff. And it's going to get interesting soon. So same thing with US30, pushed above the zone here. We see all these huge green candlesticks on the 4-hour time frame. We see it's retesting right here. So I want to wait for, again, possibly closer to New York. But if I see the move beginning, I'm not going to be against entering, but I like to see it retest a little bit more if possible. But we're going to see what it decides to do. Yeah, but it's retracing a little bit. So if it continues to stack on this lower price, possibly look for buys. But I want to see it retrace a little bit more. Because I'm in no rush to enter any trades. So I find being patient and waiting a little bit. US oil is floating in the middle of the zone. So I'm just been watching oil. We haven't really traded oil all week, but that's fine. Hasn't been really, every time I look at it, it's not really in a position for me to want to enter. So I'm just going to watch it. But as you can see, we're in a downtrend, but it's pushing up and it's about to break past this low right here. It already broke past this one. So I want to see how it's going to react when it hits the top of the zone here, whether it's going to respect it and reject it, or is it going to push back up and then possibly see some plays to the upside. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Probably not going to see anything happening with this until closer to New York session, but we're going to see because that could change. Whoops. Let me see, what else was I looking at? Gold, same thing. We might be seeing a lot of bullish momentum coming in. Past few days, it's been shooting up. And now we're playing in this level of price. So I want to see the same thing. I'm really going to just leave it alone. I want to see how it's going to react to these levels. I want to see it push back up, and I really want to see how it's going to react to this level here, just like oil. See if it's going to reject it or if it's going to break above it, and possibly look for a buy setup here. But for now, I'm just going to be watching it to see exactly what it's trying to do. Same thing with Euro USD. I want to see how it's going to respect this level. Because again, all the USD pairs are very bullish, so it's most likely going to affect Euro USD as well. So possibly going to look for buys, or everything else is bullish as well. Because you can see even on the 4-hour, it's been pushing up, is on this level of price right here. So I want to see how it's reacting to this level of price, because you can see it's a very strong support level, and it's been a resistance level as well. You can see that by this wick here. So I'm just going to be waiting, just like always, to look for some confirmation candlesticks to see exactly what it's trying to do. But if it stays on this level and keeps retesting like this, so I want to see if it's going to break through these highs, possibly break through. I want to see it break through this wall right here. And if it can break through this wall right here, let's move it up a little bit. We'll put it like here. Let's put it here. I want to see if it can break through this wall and stack on top of this level of price. And if it can do that, possibly look for a buy setup there. We had a few trades we were looking at that weren't ready to enter, and when I went to sleep, they started their move. We're going to look at those in a little bit as well. We were talking about a couple of those pairs yesterday, but we're going to break those down as well. But first, I just want to do a quick chart analysis of all the trades I'm looking at and future setups. But yeah, as of now, things are looking very bullish. Everything is pushing up. SPX is pushing up too, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see what it decides to do. But I am looking to enter buys for SPX and possibly some other stuff. Euro JPY. When we look at price like this, give me 1 second. There's a very strong level here. So I want to see how it reacts to this level here, because this is a strong level on the 4-hour time frame, this yellow line here. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it to see how it's treating. Because again, GJ, I'm looking for GJ buys. So usually all the JPY pairs move the same. We caught a nice sell and drop down on EJ yesterday. We're gonna go over how yesterday went in a second, but first I just want to go through all the charts real quick and see what's going on. So Euro GBP, I'm gonna be looking for a sell setup again for Euro GBP. Just watching, see what it does, but might possibly look for sales unless it breaks above here and wants to stay above that. But so far, it's been respecting that level as a resistance level. Let's see here. Yeah, the euro pairs are dropping. Let's see. Possibly look for euro CAD sales again too, because it's underneath this huge wall right here, and you can see came over here, rejected, came back up. So depending on what it does later, let me keep this here because this was an old trade. So depending on what it does later, could possibly look for another sell setup. But for now, I'm just going to leave it alone until it comes closer to where I'd like to enter at. Now GBP USD, same thing like Euro USD. We're looking for buy setups if when momentum comes in and volume comes in, see if it's going to keep pushing upwards. And if so, we'll look for buy setups. But I'd like to see it retrace a little bit beforehand. But a new 15-minute candlestick just popped up, so we're going to see how price reacts to that in a second as well. Let's see, and let's go back to SPX real quick. Yes, we're going to keep an eye on those. Let's see here. Now, GBP New Zealand, this is a very strong level of support and a huge level of resistance, as we can see here. This is the daily time frame. So literally weeks and months, price has been respecting this level as a resistance level. Even you can see that here. You can see how it's treated as a support level here. So for months, because this is all 2022, this is 2021, 2020. So literally years, the same level of price has been respected and treated as support or resistance level. Because now we're at 2018, so literally years, 2017. So this is a very strong level of support and resistance. And GBP New Zealand broke above this level here. So I want to see if it's going to respect this level and come back up. So that's what I'm going to be looking for, or if it's going to try to break back down to the downside. So that's what I'm going to be watching to see what it does. Whoops, let me do that. We're looking at 4 hours, rejecting this level a little bit. It came down a little bit, now it's pushing back up. So when we get later into the session, I want to see exactly what it is going to do. Yeah, because even on the 30, we see it's pushing up still. So yeah, it's going to struggle if it is going to go to the downside. But as you see, it's been doing a nice staircase down. So the momentum could continue to go down. So we're just going to have to wait and see what price is trying to do. So I'll be watching it whether to see if it's going to be a buy setup or a sell setup. So yeah, we got about 10 minutes until when this session starts. So we're just gonna be waiting until then. We caught this huge move. This was a members only trade, but we caught this move. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and review how yesterday went. So this is a recap of yesterday. We entered 6 trades. Euro CHF, we went for a buy. SL got hit. GBP New Zealand, we went for a buy. TP3 got hit. We caught 20 pips. Euro JPY, we caught 113 pips. All TPs got hit. That was this trade right here. We caught this trade right here, and we called this live yesterday and yesterday's live stream. Same thing Euro CHF, but that one hit SL. As you can see, we went for a buy, and that thing just went the other way. It happens. And then let's see here. Then GBP CAD, we went for a sell there, caught 101 pips, which was a pretty good play. Let me see. Yeah, we caught this entire move down here. Went completely zone to zone, rejected back up. Now we're floating. Now we're going to see if it's going to be breaking down to the downside. later on into the session. Keep that in mind. Just looking at these pairs because, yeah, GJ is looking nice. So it just did a rejection from this wall, and now it's trying to push back up. So I might be looking for a buy soon. I want to wait until London session if possible, but I am going to keep an eye on that. Then GBAUD, we caught 192 pips. Caught a sell there. You see this is the 4-hour time frame too. So as soon as we enter, it was literally just going down the whole time. So after after a push past entry, and the spread and all that, it was just floating in profit since then. Get rid of that. And so that was a nice trade down too. And then we caught a NAS100 trade. I called this in the second live stream. I called this in the New York session live stream yesterday. But yeah, then we caught, what do we say we caught? We caught 15,700 pips. We caught the sell right here before it reversed back up. And we ended the day total 16,126 pips, 5-1. Not too bad of a day. And we've been up for the week because we've been doing good pretty much for the whole week. I think we only lost like 1 or 2 trades this week. We only lost like 2 other trades this week. So maybe we lost 2 or 3 trades and then won about 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10 or 12. I have it in there, but I don't feel like scrolling all that. Y'all watching, or if you're in there already, you can go ahead and inspect it for yourself. Or if y'all new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like button, and then click the first link in the description so you can join the free Telegram. That way, if I do enter any trades, you'll know any trades I enter, get notified when a TP gets hit. And I don't just post trades in there, post a lot of content in there as well. So be on the lookout for that and go ahead and join. So GJ is still respecting this wall right here, but we still see volume pushing up as of now. So I want to see what the next candlestick looks like when London session starts. Yeah, so we're just going to be patient, wait and see what the next candlestick looks like. Yeah, New Zealand's pushing up, so we could potentially look for a buy, but it could also continue to break down. So we're going to see. As of now, it's pushing up. Whoops, don't need that. So again, I haven't entered any trades. These are just, I like to have my long and short positions set up. That way I visually know what I'm looking at and looking for. Move wise, 95.72. Yeah, so a very small stop loss. But I like how it's looking. Yeah, that one's pushing more than GJ is. GU and GJ are looking very similar, struggling to push up, but GN is pushing. So I'll definitely be convinced I can potentially go back to the upside. We can catch some pips if it breaks above this wall right here. And if we can do so, we'll go from there. But again, I'm waiting until London session starts before I enter any trades at all, but could wait a little bit before I even enter any trades. But these are just setups, trade ideas for now. Let me see what else is going on. Yeah, this thing dropped, so unless it retraces back up to at least like right here, this lower price right here, probably gonna leave GBPCHF alone. Let's see here. 80 JPYs took off. Leaving that alone, that's a retracement. But this is retracing down too, which is probably why GJ's retracing a little bit too as well. But I was looking at all the other JPY pairs, and they're looking pretty bullish right now. But of course, that can change. 80 New Zealand. In yesterday's stream, I was looking for a sell setup. Didn't enter because it was playing around at the top of price. But I guess later on during the day, when I don't trade, the move started. Missed that opportunity. It is what it is. So I'm either going to wait for it, see how it's going to react to this level of price here, or if it retraces back up, same thing, see how it's playing around at this level of price here to determine if I even want to enter or not. But it ended up doing exactly what I wanted it to do anyways. Just missed the trade because it wasn't ready yesterday, which is normal, is what it is. So I'm gonna look for a potential buy setup for AUD CAD as well. Just by the way it's looking, and again, this isn't like a clear trend. Well, let me not say that. I'm gonna just show you what I'm talking about. So here you see it's just a very rangy market. If we zoom out far enough, you can see where we were in the downtrend. Then after hit this level of price, rejected, came back down, retest, rejected, shot up. Now we're shooting back down. But you see this has been very rangy. This is a very rangy pair right here. It's not very, compared to other pairs, when you go on the daily, it's not as clean. But you can still find opportunities with pairs like this as well with this strategy. So looks like it's on this side of the level of price, respecting its support level as of now. So if it continues to do that, could potentially look for a buy setup. But again, going to be waiting until London session. New 5-minute just appeared, but still going to be waiting until London session, see what's going on. See GJ trying to push up again for round 2, which is a good sign. And it's still on top of this level of price, which is still a good sign as well. But again, just want to waiting for London session, see what that next 15-minute candlestick is going to look like before we enter anything at all. Zealand JPY at a good level of price, but again, haven't entered anything. This is just a buy setup I have. A trade idea, the same thing. Very strong level of support. Going to wait to see if it's going to respect it. We see it went up already earlier today. Hit a wall, price, rejected back down. So I want to see if it's going to stay above this level of price and try to push up again, or if it's going to reverse and come back down. So that's what I'm going to see. But we'll see what happened here. Hit this imbalance and reacted to it and came down. So it makes sense why it's doing what it's doing. But I want to see if it's going to respect this level that was once resistance level and respect it as a support level. So that's what we're going to be waiting to see if price will do that. But again, as of now, I haven't entered anything. Just keeping an eye on the charts. We got like 3 minutes until London session starts, so we're going to see what's going to happen there. And then New Zealand CAD, I'm probably going to look for sell setups too, unless it shows me otherwise. Same thing, it's been coming down. This has been support level. Came up, retested, rejecting, just like it rejected here. Filled up this imbalance here. So if it's still showing it's resisting that level and it starts to push down a little bit more, we'll definitely hop into a sell. It's at a very good entry for a sell as well. So definitely will enter a sell depending on what this next candlestick looks like, and especially if it can break through this wall right here. That's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at New Zealand CAD sells, SPX buys possibly, but you see it's coming back down. But still, we want to see what the next candlestick looks like. See what it's going to decide to do. We have some crazy wick right here. So it could come all the way back down here, then come back up. Definitely a possibility. But again, these are just ideas for now. Haven't entered anything. Yeah, so we're just gonna be chilling. We got a couple minutes before. We really got just 1 minute before London session starts, so we're just gonna be chilling to see exactly what price wants to do, and then we're gonna go from there. Yeah, Euro GBP is pushing down. So yeah, if we can stay underneath this wall right here, might look for sell setup. If we can break underneath this wall, stay underneath it, and then continue to push down, that'd be perfect. But yeah, so we're just gonna be chilling, waiting for that. But we have a lot of good potential setups for London. We just have to wait for confirmation candlesticks before we enter, but there's a lot of potential setups for London session. Yep, and now it's 3 o'clock. See what's going on here. So it's pushing back up. GBP New Zealand has just been pushing since it, so it broke above. So yeah, we might look for a buy setup here. Yeah, this thing's pushing pretty hard. Yeah, so things are pushing pretty hard. GJ, I like how GJ is looking. Then I like how GBP New Zealand. So let's stay on top of this level of price. So let me get some signals ready, just in case I do decide to enter any of these. So I like how these are looking right here. Let me look at Euro GBP. Yeah, these are looking interesting. And things are dropping right now. So just watching things, keep an eye on things. But we're going to see what's about to happen in a second. Yeah, so GJ is looking nice. Especially if we can break through this wall and continue to push up. We can definitely look for a good buy setup. GBP New Zealand staying underneath this price right here. Yeah, that thing shot out. That was a huge candlestick. So that's showing a good sign that it wants to stay above this level of price. We're going to wait a second and see what it does. And no rush at all to enter any trades. So everything's at the levels I want. So now we just got to watch and see how they're going to play out from here. It's right at this wall here. So I want to see it break underneath it. Hasn't broke underneath it yet. So just going to patiently wait to see if it does do it. And if it does, Definitely might consider entering, just like Euro GBP if it can break through this level right here. It tried, but now I want to see it stay under that level. Yeah, GJ is pushing up. So I'm definitely considering calling GJ in a second. Yeah, I like how GJ is pushing, so I'm definitely about to get a signal ready for that. Same thing with Euro GBP. Yeah, let me get the signal ready. Yeah, it's breaking through that level. So, give me 1 second. I'm about to enter this in a second. Not gonna lie, I like how it looks. So stop loss for this, those watching, would be like 162.60. Yeah, I like how this is looking. Yeah, I'm gonna enter this. Let me get the signal ready. First, I'm gonna put the disclaimer out. Yeah, I'm in this. So it's actually pushing. It's already kind of hit the first TV, but we're gonna see in a second. Give me 1 second. Like I said, SL is going to be 162.60. Yeah, 162.60. This would have been the first two. That's why I was saying it literally just pushed it, but it could still retrace later on. But this would have been like the first TP right here. So let's just bring it to 63.95 TP2. Let's see here. 4. If we break this wall right here, that's what I really want to see. If we can break that wall. Yeah, so if I hit this line first, that'll still be a decent amount of pips. But it's already hit TP1. So that's looking good. It's almost at TP2 as well. So I'm still going to put it in the signal room because it could still retrace, but that is doing its thing. And those that enter, y'all should be blue right now because I'm blue currently. So y'all should be blue right now. Let's see what, GBP New Zealand pushed up. Could still enter this, but it is up a lot of pips. So from where it's at right now, 164.40, that is a lot of pips, but it is pushing up. Probably should, but it is what we can't enter every trade. But yeah, the GBP pairs are pushing up like crazy right now. Yeah, all the GP pairs are pushing up like crazy. So if you enter GN, you should be blue, but didn't enter that one in time. I was too busy putting the TPs in. And that's just one of the downsides to doing signal thing. You can't miss some entries, but you're gonna miss entries regardless. Like I said, we missed AUD New Zealand when I was asleep. Is what it is. But this just hit that thing just hit TP3. Yeah, so we up right now. We up right now. Hit that like button if y'all blue right now. If y'all enter GJ or GN, hey, what's going on, Ricky? If you enter GJ or GN, hit that like button, y'all, because I called both of those. Didn't enter this one, but I called both of those out, and you can see they're both pushing. So if GN retraces, I'm definitely going to jump in on that. But yeah, it's too late for me. It's too far up for me, and I don't want to chase a trade, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Take the L, and just look for other setups while that's doing what it's doing. So New Zealand CAD still respecting that level, hasn't broke through that wall yet. Euro GBP has, so might call this signal out as well. So for this, stop loss is going to be 87. Let me say 87.75. But we're floating in profit with GJ, y'all. Damn, wish we would have got it in GN as well. I should just entered it and then did the TPs later. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. It is what it is. But yeah, all the GP pairs are pushing up, which is good. But let me get this signal for and again, I put the disclaimer in the free signal room. But some of this stuff's common sense, but still I just want to stress it enough because a lot of people, not only because I'm calling these signals out and people might be taking my trades, but also because a lot of people just make some mistakes. I just want to make sure everybody's making money, okay? Because there's money to be made in these markets. We make money every day. All right, so it's definitely possible. You just have to stick to certain rules and stay disciplined and just stay consistent. Don't change anything out. Same percentage risking every time. And all that stuff. So I only recommend risking 1 to 5% of your account. When a TP is hit, it's either going to reject or break through. So that's why I notify when TPs get hit, because I can see when it's hitting these walls, my TPs are based on these walls. So I can see when it's hitting this wall, it's rejecting. So it's either going to reject or break through. So when a TP is hit, TP means take profit. You can never go wrong closing a trade blue, okay? Keep that in mind. But let me get this Euro GBP signal going. But let me see what kind of want to enter that still, not gonna lie. It could retrace, but it's right where I want it, so I might still call this signal out because it's retracing a little bit, which is what I wanted to see it do. But let me get this signal ready first. Remember, for this one, SL is going to be E776, but we caught a quick like 10, 15 pips on GBJBY, literally in like 5 minutes, which is not bad. 87.75. So again, this one's kind of at the first TP already, but we can adjust that a little bit if needed. 7:30. So I really wanted to come to here anyways. So I might put this as the first TP. If it can break through this wall, because I want to see it break through this wall right here. Um, yeah, so that's what I want to see. I want to see it break this wall right here. So I'm in this trade, by the way. I entered this. I don't know if I made that clear, but I'm in this trade right here. So I want to see it come to here at least. So let's go back to GN. Let's go back to the GP pairs. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to enter a GP New Zealand. Those that entered it already, that should be up. Yeah, so yeah, we're still at we're still floating at TP3 for GJ. So we're still floating profit blue. New 15-minute candle just appeared. So those that entered GN should be up. I just entered that. GJ is looking good. It's pushing up. It's about to hit TP4 actually. Just hit TP. Wait, no, did it? No, we're about 1 pip off. We're about 1 pip off from TP4. So while these things doing their thing, let me see what other pairs are starting their moves so we don't miss any opportunities. Hit that like button, y'all. Let me see what Euro USD up to. So if we break this low, I'll be convinced for a buy. Till then, we're gonna be just chilling. Same thing with New Zealand CAD. EuroCAD's looking tempting too. Yeah, so struggling to break this wall, which is normal. And we're still early into the session. So this is stacking right here. So I might call this trade out too. So this one I might just send to the members because it's right back at the entry. But yeah, we're looking good so far. Looking good so far. Yep, TP4 just got hit. Niggas and bread, man. We're just 17 minutes into London session and we're already up. Give me 1 second. Let me do some math real quick. $165.15 minus 164. So we're already up almost 40 pips in literally like 10 minutes, which is not bad at all. Let's see what your GDP is up to. Oh, your GDP already hit TP1. Nice. So we're already 2 for 2. We're already 2 for 2, y'all. 3 for 3 if you want to count GN. And again, I put multiple TPs, but retracements are bound to happen. It might retrace before it does the big move before London session. So do not be afraid to secure your profits and close the trade when you're happy with profits, okay? Because it's not guaranteed to hit all TPs. Okay. It's not guaranteed to go all the way to the final TP or in our favor at all. Like I said, here, like look, GN hit TP2, TP3, just like on the live stream, hit TP3. Hit TP3 like, because we went for a buy here, hit TP3, as you can see, like 5 different times, but struggled to break that wall and then reject it back down to the downside, right? So it's not guaranteed to hit every TP, so don't get greedy, especially if you don't know what's going on the charts. Never get greedy. Yep. But the GBP is strong, so that's why we also went for Euro GBP sell, because Euro GBP, if you go for sells, that means GBP is strong. Not always, but there's still trends and stuff. But just to keep it kind of simple, we see GBP is pumping. We went for buys for GBP JPY and GBP New Zealand. Euro GBP is the second pair. So if we're going for sales, that means GBP is pumping, which is why it's dropping down. And if the euro is strong, the euro would be pushing up. If that makes sense. But let's see here. We're about like 1 pip off from TP5. I really want to see it hit this wall right here. If it hits this wall, that's a good amount of pip. And it can very much reject off this wall, because we see here it's a very strong resistance and support level. Support, resistance, support. Have a nice wall right here. So, and then even right here, you can see how it failed to break this and then dropped. And now it's going for round 2. Because you see, came up, dropped, came up, rejected, tried again, dropped. Now it's pushing up again. But again, we're floating in profit. So whenever y'all happy with your trades, y'all can close. We're still floating at TP1 for Euro GBP. GBP New Zealand is trying to break this wall again. So yeah, things are looking good so far. So far, so good. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, even when we missed a couple opportunities, opportunities we entered, we're still making money. So never get too hung up on missing the best entries, because price will retrace, or if it doesn't, just look at another chart, another pair, right? That's what we did. We missed a couple opportunities, looked at another chart, and now look, we're up already 50 pips for the day almost. Yeah, GN taking off. Yeah, we're making some money today. But again, make sure to secure your profits, have SL on profit, whatever the case may be, because as quick as it's pushing up, it can quickly push down with the same swiftness. Let's see here. What's going on? AED CAD is pushing up again, so I might call a buy in a second. I want to see how it reacts to this level right here. If it can break above here, I want to see if it can break this wall right here. So that's what we'll be looking for. But as of now, we're just chilling, still floating in profit here. Still trying to break this wall. So if it doesn't break this wall, like I said, it's either going to reject or break through. It's either going to reject or break through. So keep an eye on your charts. Nobody should close any of these trades, right? Because we already hit TPs. Okay, TP means take profit. So nobody should be leaving any of these trades red. I mean, it broke this wall right here, which is actually a good sign. So we could actually look for a buy, honestly. Could honestly look for a buy. Just gonna wait a little bit though. In no rush. New Zealand CAD still trying. It's got this wall to break. If it's going to drop. Yeah, so you see it's struggling to break it, so keep an eye on your charts, y'all. Because we're just 20 minutes into London, so keep that in mind. Yeah, there it goes, just dropping a little bit. It's going to try to stack on this level of price, and it's going to try to break it again. But if it can't break, it's going to reject back down. So again, nobody should be closing any of these trades red. Euro GBP kind of went back to entry, so it's going to try to break this level too. Because I know that first T wasn't a lot of pips compared to the other ones. As you can see, every trade, every pair is a little bit different. But we're going to see if it's going to break through this wall, because I really want to see it break through this wall. So I'm still holding Euro GBP because I want to catch more than 5 pips on Euro GBP. But as of GBP JPY and GBP New Zealand, keep an eye on your charts for those. I was looking at another pair. I forgot what I was looking at. It was an 80 New Zealand. It goes New Zealand CAD. Yeah, so I want to see it break through this wall a little bit before we enter that. I want to see it break through that wall a little bit. New 5-minute just started, so it could potentially try with the 5-minute. So we're going to see. But I want to see what this next 15-minute candlestick does for all the pairs we're in. You see GN still trying to break this wall here. It's struggling, but it's going higher, so that's a good sign. So again, with this pair, you see it's struggling. So it's either going to reject harshly or it's going to break through. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, this thing's still trying, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going to see what it decides to do. Yeah, we got about 2 minutes to the next candlestick, so just gonna be watching our trades and observing. Yeah, Euro GBP is trying to push back down. Let's see what New Zealand CAD's up to. Yeah, so this next candlestick's gonna be very interesting to see what it decides to do. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Now, whoops. Now, if you're trying to learn how to read the candlesticks like I do have a video on YouTube, free video on YouTube. It's about 10 minutes long, and it's literally titled How to Read Candlesticks. Just go through my channel. It's titled How to Read Candlesticks. I might actually drop it in the chat, actually. I might just do that for y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me find it real quick. Keep an eye on y'all's charts while I'm doing this, but let me find that video real quick, and I'm just going to drop it in the comments. Let's see here. Where we at? Here it is. I bet this. All right, it's this video right here, y'all. How to read candlesticks. This video is going to help y'all out. All right, so let's go back to the pairs we're in. See what they're doing. So GJ is going to try again to break this wall. Got 1 minute into the next 15-minute candlestick. Yeah, I like how EuroCAD is looking too. New 15. So this 15 is either going to try to break through or it's going to, be a retracement candlestick. So keep that in mind. But yeah, GN's going for another attempt to break that level, which is good for us. Oh, I did a perfect retest. And retested that level, rejecting, it's dropping back down. That would be a possible sell setup. So keep an eye on New Zealand JPY as well. I'm not going to enter until it comes above this level here. So I'm not really interested until it does that. New Zealand CAD is still struggling to break that, but it might be doing that very soon. Just going to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so we'll just be chilling right now. We're just 30 minutes in. Not in a rush to really jump into anything. Nothing dropping. Could enter those. Just gonna leave them alone. ADCast dropping down still. So we might be looking at New Zealand CAD sell in a second. Yeah, it's breaking under, so we might look for a sell in a second. If it can stay under here. So far, so good, though. EuroCAD's probably, no, it's not. So we're still floating in profit with GBP, JPY, and GBP New Zealand. Only one really struggling to break the levels right now is Euro GBP. But it's still trying and it's still early. Always hold to SRTP gets hit. Never just close a trade because you're in drawdown. Because there's been plenty of times, even with GJ. Let's just go back to memory lane real quick. Let me see if I still have the markup. It was this trade right here. This trade. Again, we're on the 15-minute time frame. This was a couple weeks ago, right? This was September 21st. So you can look up this trade in the free signal room. So again, all the trades are, every trade I take is in here. Everything's documented. Like I've been doing this for a few months now. Everything's documented all the time. So you can check any of these trades. But this was a September 21st trade last month. And I called GJ. And this, again, 15-minute time frame. So this literally was, we were literally in drawdown / ranging in and out of drawdown for the entirety of London session. And it wasn't until like an hour or two into New York where we finally had this breakout candle. We see here, you see all these small candles. It wasn't until New York session where we had this breakout candle before all TVs got hit. And then this was news, and this was one of those weeks where it was like crazy spikes going on, but still, we were in drawdown all day, but it didn't hit SL. And because we held until SL or TP got hit, not only did we get all TPs hit, but we also made money, which is most important. A lot of people be closing trades because they have this idea of how long a trade should take. We don't control the markets. Every day is different, right? Some days we have huge volume and momentum going on. Sometimes we have a bunch of red folder news going on. Sometimes it's going to be a holiday, certain countries and certain areas and things like that. Every day is going to be different. Okay, there's going to be similarities every day, but every day is going to be a little bit different. No day is going to be exactly the same. So you have to understand that we don't control the markets. We're simply a leaf in the current in the water. So we have to do our best to determine which direction the current is going to take us. That way we can just ride the wave, because it doesn't matter how many of us enter a buy, how many of us enter a sell. Doesn't matter what lot size you put in. You're not really affecting the market that much. So once you really understand that, trading becomes a lot simpler and easier. Speaking of which, New Zealand CAD staying underneath this level of price, which is a good sign. So I'm going to see it continue to push down. Stop loss for this is going to be about, let me move that out the way. Stop loss for this, let me zoom out. Could put the stop loss a little closer. Don't need a super tight super wide stop loss. We can put it literally right there. So stop loss is going to be 78.90. So let me get this signal ready. But I'm going to enter this in a second. Actually, yeah, let me get this signal ready. Also, y'all, I dropped a new video a couple of days ago. It's the strategy I use to compound my accounts. If you literally do this strategy and stick to the plans and stick to the rules, you can double your account potentially in 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, depending on, because markets vary, depends on how many trades you take, this, that, and the third. But between 2 to 3 weeks, you can double your account with this strategy. So it's my most recent video. I'm gonna drop that link in a second as well. But let me get this signal ready. 78.90. It's got this wall to break, but it's already breaking it. So yeah, I entered this, y'all. So I'm getting the TPs ready. I'm gonna send this out. This is gonna be a member only signal. So those in the live stream, like I said, the SL is gonna be 78.90. And I'm gonna talk about what we have this, as we can see here, huge rejection. So that's right underneath this wall here. So we can break that wall. We can very much dump down to the downside because we have all this space right here. We have all this space right here. Because again, we're looking at the cursor here. Let's turn this green. We have all this space. Once we can break this wall, we have a little bit of traffic here. So scratch that. We don't have we still have clear space here and here. Just slight traffic here. But yeah, we can catch a good amount of pips on this play right here. We can catch a good amount of pips here. Hey, what's going on? Those that just joined the stream, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're making money already. We already have TPs being hit. We're in GJ right now. We caught some pips on GJ. GN. Ooh, GN going stupid. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Maybe I should have put that in the signal room. But those watching the stream, hit that like button, y'all. Because I called this as soon as we started the stream. And that thing just blew through the roof. That thing is going crazy. Let me see what Euro GBP is doing. Okay. Well, let me refresh. Okay. Back in profit. Back in profit. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. GN going. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm supposed to be getting a signal ready. I just want to look up an MT4 real quick. Hit that like button if y'all blue. Because I'm really blue right now. Extremely blue. Like stupid blue. Bro, we're making money not even an hour into London session. We're just 40 minutes in. And we're catching a lot of pips right now. But let me get this signal ready. That's crazy right there, y'all. We're making some money. We blew in every trade. Blew in every trade. Blew in every trade. So if we can break this level of traffic, that'd be awesome. But I'm in this trade currently. Yes, I wanted to break this level right here. Let me break that level. Can break through all this, we'll be straight. So this is gonna be the first target price right here. So this is a members only signal, but those watching the stream, we are New Zealand CAD. Yeah, and I'm slightly blue, but it's retracing right now. But we're nice and blue on GJ and GN. Sheesh, that thing going stupid. Let me see what these other New Zealand pairs doing. Yeah, that thing's shooting back up. Let me see what this one doing. Yeah, none of these are really where I want them to be. I'm not going to enter, so this is the only one we can really enter, which is cool. Not complaining. It's cool. Yeah, we're making money, y'all. We're making money. We floating in profit, chilling. Let me see what SPX is doing. That thing going crazy. That thing going crazy. Yeah, so as you can see, your GP is still steady struggling to break these levels. Actually, I might hit TP2. Let me see what hit TP2. No, missed TP2 by a pip. But let's just go. I just want to show y'all something. Look at this disgusting rejection wick we're riding down. That is a huge rejection wick. So I want to see what's going to come down to here. This is where I like to see price come. But it's still steady trying to push. It's just floating at TP1 right now, which is not bad because we're still blue. Let me see if GJ finally hit the other TP. Speaking of which. Yeah, TP5 got hit. Yeah, so we're making some money. Making some money right now. TP5 just got hit with GJ. GN going stupid. Let's see how New Zealand CAD's doing. Ooh, New Zealand CAD just hit TP1. So we're 4 for 4 right now. Which ain't bad. And again, we're not even an hour into London. So that's not bad at all, bro. That's a beautiful candlestick. Nobody should be ending this trade red. Beautiful candlestick. New 15s coming in. I really want to see GJ break this wall before New York. That's what I really want to see happen. Now, is it going to do it? Good question, but that's still what I want to see. Let's still try. It's right underneath this level of price right here, underneath this wall. We can literally see that right here. Let me just put a line so y'all see what I'm talking about. Turn that orange. So we look here, you can see a clear wall right here. You see the wicks rejecting this wall. We see price literally started right underneath this wall, the next candlestick I'm talking about. Let me zoom in so y'all see what I'm talking about. Okay. See this wall right here? See the rejection wicks shooting up, rejection wicks down, rejection wick, rejection wick. Then we scroll to the left. We see the wall connects here. Then we see the strong support level here. And then we keep going. We'll probably find some more stuff, honestly. Resistance level, support level. Let me zoom in. Because I can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it. Rejection down. See that rejection? Rejection down. Resistance, resistance, support. Huge wall right there. If we keep going, we'll probably find some more. Like literally just price literally repeats itself, y'all. Over and over again. Resistance level. Look at this. This was last month. So that just goes to show you price does the same stuff over and over again. So if you have the proper back testing strategy, you can use these levels to your advantage and really make some money. Yeah, your GBP is struggling, even though GBP pairs I'm pushing. Maybe I should check and see what the volume's looking like, but I'm not too concerned about that, honestly. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. Just watching the trades we're in. Because again, we don't need to enter every trade, every opportunity. We just need to, the main important thing is secure the profits and the opportunities we're in. Yeah, your GP is the only one really struggling. Everything else is just pushing. This one's struggling too, but we're still deep in profit on this one. And then GN is just shooting up. So GN already went zone to zone. So I wonder how it's going to play out. Ooh, no wonder it came down to fill up this imbalance. No wonder it shot up so hard. That makes a lot of sense. So it could potentially come up to this zone. That'd be interesting if it does that. That's a huge imbalance right there. Let me see something. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I went on to hit exactly the reversal level and then pushed up. So, yeah, very interesting. Didn't hit this level. So it could, before it comes up here, reject after it hits here and then come back down and fill up the rest of it. Or it could push up and then come to fill that up later. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out during New York session. But as of now, look at that beautiful 4-hour candlestick that we're riding up. Look at that hour candlestick, bro. This entire hour has just been pushing up. It's beautiful. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. GJ's still trying to push. I want to see it close above here. When it closes above there, we can really start to potentially make some money. This is pushing down. I think we just hit the next TP, or we're close. Let me see. Yep, TP2 just got hit for New Zealand CAD. Let's see what EuroCAD is doing. Yeah, see, New Zealand CAD is pushing down, but EuroCAD is pushing up. So that just shows you that all the time correlating pairs are going to move the exact same. But it's still good to check if one's going up to see if the other ones are going up, vice versa. You know what I mean? But look, GBP CAD is pushing up too, but GBP is just strong right now, so that's why that's really doing what it's doing. Ooh, yep. Okay, that's good right there. Stay above that level, and we're gonna be Gucci. Let me see what Euro GBP is up to. But Euro GBP is the only one really struggling. It's struggling to break this wall right here. So let me label that for y'all so you know what I'm talking about. Let's say this. It's not this one. I have slight. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if it's OCD, slight perfectionist. I don't know, but I'm trying to make it. But these candlesticks are kind of wonky right here, so I'm just gonna put it right there. So I want to see it break under here. If it can close under here, just like GJ, if it can close under here, we can catch some more pips. But until it breaks under there, it's going to keep struggling. The wicks here are getting higher, which is a good sign. So it's either going to reject harshly or it's going to break through this. So again, we're deep in profit though, so don't let your screen turn red. GN hit this wall here, now it's struggling a little bit. New Zealand CAD's just dumping though. Since we entered, just dumping. Because like I said, we could break this wall. We kind of got like a free fall down. And it was kind of struggling to break these levels, but literally after it broke this wall, it's just a free fall down. After it broke this level, that I wanted to see it break under, just been a free fall down. And we're on the 5-minute candlestick, so it's literally just been red candle, red candle, red candle. So a retracement can potentially happen soon, especially because we got this imbalance, so it could happen the next candlestick. So keep that in mind. But as of now, we're deep in profit chilling. Appreciate all y'all that hit that like button. Appreciate all y'all that hit that like button. Yeah, y'all watching, y'all got questions, you know what I'm saying? Comment section is open. Y'all can type, ask questions. That's why I enter any trades. Ask me to look at some pairs while we're on the charts. Anything like that, I don't mind. Because right now we're just watching the trades we're in. And we're just chilling right now, honestly. Hour into London. Not too bad, not too bad. So we got about 2 minutes until the next 5-minute candlestick appears. About 6 minutes until the next 15-minute candlestick appears. Yeah, it's retracing. It's struggling to break that wall. So I wonder what the next 5 and 15 is going to look like, because like I said, it's really struggling to break this wall. As we can see here. I want to see it do it before New York. before 6 o'clock. So those are the times usually when price will retrace before New York. I'm not trying to deal with that. I'm trying to secure the profits before then. Well, not secure the profit. I'm trying to, because if it breaks through that wall, it's most likely going to continue to push up for the day. Whereas if it struggles, depending on when volume picks up even more in New York, it's either going to reverse or it's going to help push it through. But again, we're not fortune tellers here or anything like that, so I can't be 100% sure what it's going to do. So that's why you got to know all the possibilities. That way you can prepare for all the possibilities that are potentially can happen. And so tracing a little bit, just like I said, was bound to do a little bit early. Another 5 minutes going to start in 2 seconds. So we're going to see what this 5 minute looks like. But again, besides Euro GBP, every other trade is deep in profit. So make sure not to close these trades red. Okay, so it's trying to push still. Then we can go to the left to see exactly what it's struggling to break through. So we got a nice little wall right here that I can see right here that's struggling to break. I could label it for y'all so you see what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and do that. So like this, because there's a wall right here. This is a clear wall right here. But again, these candles, so there's like a wall here. We can put it like here, we can put it here. But let's just put it here for now. Or we can put it here. Let's see what it looks like right here. But it's like a wall here because you can see the resistance level dropped, came up, chilled right here. Then we see the same thing here, drop, came up, chilled here. Then we see our price rejecting. It's like a little box. It's like a little box we got set up right here. So if price can break through this and close under, we can definitely hit our target right here. And then after that, it's up to New York if it's going to reverse, flip the script on us, or do a retracement, or if it's going to continue to push down. But this right here will be a 1 to 2. Right now, we're already at almost a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and we haven't seen any drawdown yet. But right here would be a 1 to 2. So it's the first target. But the full move, if it goes zone to zone, it's going to be a 1 to 5, almost 1 to 6 risk to reward. Yeah, your GP retraced on us. Yeah, that thing's struggling. GJ's dropping too. GN's still pretty deep in profit. So I want to see if GJ's going to break through the next candlestick. So it's coming back to this level of price. I don't want it to break past this. If it breaks farther than this, especially this, breaks past these two levels here. What's this price right here? Yeah, so it's dropping hard. Whoops, let me move that. So again, I'm still in profit, but again, don't close this trade red. So if you don't want to see it go down any farther, if you haven't already closed, you can close it. Because again, we are already blue. We don't want to enter a trade, be blue, and then leave the trade red. It's counterproductive. Don't get greedy. But it could very much retrace back up. So I'm waiting till the next 15-minute candlestick to see what it does. I'm not closing out yet because see it's still rejecting up past this level. So I'm gonna wait till the next candlestick, which is going to appear in about 1 minute, to see what that does, and then we're going to go from there. But yeah, that's probably why, Because again, they're both GBP pairs. We went for a sell because GBP was strong. That thing shot up, and then we see GJ shoot down. Not coincidence. But yeah, it's pushing back pretty hard. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait still. See what the next candlestick does. To see, because the next candlestick could flip the script or could continue to push down and then reverse back up. But again, we can close and then potentially look for re-entry later. But we are in other pairs, deep in profit. Yes, that thing's just pushing. Beautiful trade. Look at these candlesticks since we entered. Two huge 15-minute candlesticks. GB CAD dropping too. Euro CAD dropping. No, it's not. Sheesh. What's AED CAD doing? Okay. AED CAD is dropping. So scratch the buy. Scratch the buy idea for now. New 15 just started. So if we can break under, it's pushing up, but if we can break under, we might go for a sell setup since all the other CAD pairs are looking very sellish as well. But let's go back to GJ. So you see GJ, the next candlestick's trying to push up. Could turn back red, but again, we're still in profit for the most part. So if you didn't close already, it's still trying to attempt to push up. So we're going to see if it does it. Yeah, it was really struggling. It tried for a good 15, 30, 40 minutes to try to break that level, but rejected harshly. And that's what I was saying earlier. It's either going to, like I said, with the TPs are either going to, when a TP is either going to reject or break through. It was trying to break through, but it got rejected after multiple attempts. Let's see what GN is doing. Yeah, GN is stacking on his lower price. I want to see it stay above this lower price. I don't want to see it drop too far, but yeah, so far so good though. So far so good. I might do a New York stream today. Might do one. Don't know yet. But I definitely am going to be re-looking at these charts in a couple hours for some new setups, because that's why that's what I kind of like to do now. I don't really like to stare at the charts all day. I'll go on London session, look for some setups, enter those trades, then monitor those charts, and then come back pre-New York session, look at all the charts again, and then look for potential new setups. And that's been working pretty well for me. So I think I'm going to just keep doing that because it's been working pretty well for me. Yeah, but GJ just dropped down. So everyone should have got wicked out in profit, or I could have closed up here. But yeah, that was a good trade right there. And it could come back up later during New York session again. So, but that was a good trade. Good start to London session. Yeah, GN dropping too. Let's see New Zealand CAD doing. New Zealand CAD, it broke through it. I think we hit another TP actually. No, we're about like a pip off. Actually, no, we did hit another TP. TP3 got hit. Yeah, so that was a good London session. That was just an hour in. So let's do some math real quick to see how many pips we just caught. An hour, and almost hit our target too. So keep that in mind too. But let's just count how many pips we caught in an hour of trading. Let's just do some math real quick. Let's do some math real quick. I just want to watch these charts because I don't want to do this. Because everybody know, you've been trading long enough, you know how quick these charts can move. So let me go on my phone, keep my phone, I'm about to I'm gonna keep my phone open. So yeah, let's do this. So GJ, I think we hit TP4. Actually, no, we hit TP5. So GJ, let's do some math. Move into 160, 164.25 minus 163.78. So that's 47 pips. And get the calculator ready. Calculator. So we got 47 pips off GJ. Got 5 pips off Euro GBP. GBP New Zealand. Sheesh, we got a huge amount of pips in GBP New Zealand. We entered about right here. So let's do the math. 97.19 minus 96.38. So we got 81 pips there. So plus 81. Then we had New Zealand CAD. And this was a members only signal, 78.46 minus 78.25. So plus 21 pips. So later in an hour, because we didn't enter any trades until after 3. Like you can see right here, the first trade we entered was GJ into that later 8 minutes London session. It's 406. So literally in an hour, we got 154 pips, strictly currency pairs, which is guess I want y'all to see that, which is insane. Which is actually honestly pretty good. It's honestly pretty good. In an hour, that's a lot of pips to catch in an hour. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be chilling, just gonna be watching these trades. Maybe look for potential re-entry on GJ, but not gonna be too greedy. If you didn't get wicked out, which y'all should have, because I said it multiple times, but if you didn't get wicked out, just hold to SL or till another TP gets hit. Just hold to SL or TP. Don't just close the trade. Just hold the SL or TP because it's a potential chance that it can continue to go our way. So just keep holding. And then just use that as a reminder to, not do that again. Because it's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to keep doing the same mistakes, to keep making the same mistakes. And Euro USD and SPX, these things are looking very tempting. So I'm going to keep an eye on these and see what they decide to do. But it's actually on top of this level of price. So this is actually looking very tempting. Very tempting. Very tempting. It might not go this far, but definitely go to here. I want to go farther, but this is looking nice right here. I like how these are looking. I like how NAS is looking. Well, this is US30. I like how US30 is looking. Yes, I'm going to keep an eye on these charts as well. Put the SL under this. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on these charts as well. But everything's retracing right now. We see New Zealand CAD retracing. GN's doing a retracement. GJ's retracing. So everything's retracing right now. So I'm going to just wait to see what the next 5 and 15-minute candlestick do. Keep an eye on these charts. I'm still holding New Zealand CAD. Still deep in profit on that. And yeah, going to see the EG is going to drop back down, but did a pretty hard retracement. But it could retrace back down, so going to see if it's going to do that. Then going to keep an eye on the indices and see what they're doing. But yeah, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, like I said, I might do a New York stream, but that's going to be it for this stream. And yeah, I'm just going to be really just watching the charts, and I'm probably not going to enter anything until a couple hours from now. But if I see an opportunity, I might jump on it. But as of now, I'm just going to be chilling. And I'm going to see y'all in the next stream.